Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Rescue Bots podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
And welcome to the next step in our episode-by-episode journey through Transformers Rescue Bots. This is episode 16, Rules and Regulations.
So is it going to be a Chase solo episode?
I mean, kind of.
Yeah. That title is just very Chase featured episode.
Yeah, it's if the entire series was a deck of cards, this would be the one at the front that tells you how to play poker or whatever.
Yeah. Yes. Not really, though.
This first aired June 23rd, 2012, written by the late Dean Stefan, who previously wrote 4 Bots and a Baby.
Ah.
And will go on to write several more episodes. Mm-hmm. And so we begin with Huxley Prescott, who's welcoming you to Jackass.
This opening is infuriating. Most of my notes are from the opening. It just good and bad. Like it starts good with Cody respect the TV, which is the best line that Cade has ever said and probably ever will say in this entire show.
He has a show called I Dare Me, where he just does stupid things.
I mean, it's a G-rated version of Jackass.
Yes, it is. And this time we are going to learn why they don't show these sorts of shows live.
Yes. Danger.
Although it would be great if they were somehow watching a rerun and that Huxley Prescott died like 2 weeks ago. But I don't know why they reran this one.
Yeah, you'd think they'd take that out of rotation.
So yeah, he has and it isn't even people writing in. This is him daring himself.
Yes,
it's I dare me.
Yes, it's basically just him, like, thinking up stupid things he wants to do and framing a show around it.
It's somehow even worse than the show Review.
I have not seen that show.
Oh, that's
what?
What's the guy's name?
I have no idea what that is.
Andy Daly, who you may remember from a brief role in Transformers Dark of the Moon.
No, I don't remember that
He's
one.
Ken Jeong's co-worker.
No, not ringing any bells.
I try not to remember that one. Not
Anyway.
quite so much as Age of Extinction, which I think may be the only one I have literally never watched since I saw it in the theater.
Oh, that guy. I know I've seen him in things, but I honestly cannot remember what.
I'm not sure if he was on Community, but he seems like a guy who would have been on Community.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've only seen like a season of Community.
Anyway, so yeah, he is jumping out of this plane, and as the rescue team watches, they can see that he clearly has his parachute cord tangled up, and thus he is going to plummet to his death.
Which, again, you would think, like, does he have a producer to, like, keep an eye out for, like, normally you have people whose job it is to make sure that this does not happen.
Maybe
but
his
I
producer
guess,
is the one flying the plane.
I'm assuming he's just his own producer.
I mean, it certainly seems like he might actually live in that van.
Yeah.
I'm increasingly convinced that this station he's on is actually just a public access channel. This is all just his public access stuff.
I mean, it seems to be, because I don't think they're, this news broadcast probably isn't getting to the mainland.
Mm-hmm.
This is just Griffin Rock TV.
Yeah, so it basically is, at the most, it's just a local channel, but even then, like, a place like this might not even have a local channel that's not just public access cable. Mm. So this is Wayne's World.
I mean, Huxley Prescott should definitely stick to being in his basement, because he is in mortal peril, and the entire rescue team has to scramble to save him from dying horribly.
And then
He's very lucky that they're actually watching it.
Yes. And he's also very lucky that there's a nearby backyard kid's birthday party with a conveniently located bouncy house.
Also, at one point as he's falling, he says, "What was I thinking?" And I'm like, this is a very good question.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. There's so many... One, you can't talk while falling because at the speed of sound. It just the wind whipping. No one can hear you. Oh, that's a big problem. And also, like, there's no way it would take that long to fall. I'm having Mythbusters flashbacks because of this
Mostly,
scene.
David, I saw a documentary about this, and this is 100% accurate. Good documentary, Point Break.
Yes, that was that was what the Mythbusters episode was busting.
About how it does not take this long to fall.
That long to fall.
How they would not have had time for everyone to get there. Well, he's only really talking to himself. So I'm going to dismiss the talking as being like representative of what he's saying because there's no actual communication.
He's holding a microphone and they're watching it. I guess we don't.
Well, he's got his camera drone with him.
Yes, he does have his camera drone and his microphone. But yes, in the time it takes him to fall, they all
get in their vehicles.
Did they have their stuff on?
I mean, I kind of think they might have just had it on all the time.
Yeah, that's fair. It is a cartoon.
Yes.
But yes, they're able to drive over to the location, get all of these kids out of the bounce house, and then they still have a moment to position and for Chase to step in some cake.
Yes.
Okay, the stepping in the cake
I
part
believe I have stepped in cake.
Yes. That was good, but like, and then at the bounce castle, he doesn't just immediately liquefy on it.
No, he bounces.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And then his parachute deploys, as does the parachute on his camera drone, which is pretty hilarious.
Yes.
It's a bit excessive and it just reminds me, kids shows don't have to obey the laws of physics. Yes, but this seems dangerously far. Admittedly, I guess small children are unlikely to jump out of planes, but still.
It's all about imitatable acts. We're probably not going to jump out of an airplane.
Probably not going to have a chance to jump out of an airplane. If you did have a chance, though, I mean, honestly, whether someone on TV does it or not, kid's gonna do it.
Yeah. So anyway, the day is saved, but Cody's day is ruined because he was going to have a game of catch with his dad, and now he's just playing the sad wall catch.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
So, the chief decides, I'm going to cheer you up. I have an assignment, a security assignment out at Griffin Crest, one of the many areas of Griffin Rock.
Which keep expanding.
Many secret. It's like a video game where it's like, oh, you go over there and there's mountains, or you go over here and there's snow. It's just, it's like that. Griffin Rock is like that.
Which is like it's any cartoon does that. It's just that everything is contained on an island, so it gets exponentially more complicated, and at some point we're going to need a Jurassic Park island map to explain it, and then we'll have this base 2 second island, Isla Nublar, or whatever. Which, maybe that's next.
I believe Isla Nublar was the first island. The second island was Isla Sorna, alias Site B.
It's been a while.
The second and third movies take place on Site B, whereas the first and both Jurassic World movies take place on Isla Nublar.
Yes.
Anyway, so they're going camping on Falcon Crest, or Griffin Crest.
So at this point, I said in my notes, if only they had a second parent. But but as we will see as they're planning this big exciting trip, they actually have 4 extra parents.
Yes.
So.
Well, and if they were properly explaining details between each other, and this becomes an easily to solve problem anime plot episode, if people would talk to each other.
Yes. Because it is just, hey, no, we, you cannot come with us, bots. You absolutely cannot for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, you would
and
think
you stop
like
there.
this. We'll get to why they're not allowed to come with them, but it doesn't seem like it's not exactly top secret, so you would
No.
think that like they could
Yeah,
say,
like,
"Hey, this place is dangerous to you guys specifically."
There's at least like 2 levels further he could discuss. It's like robots and machines are not allowed there. He could have gone that far because we'll get there. There's another step, but he could have at least said, not that I'm telling you to stay here, do not come, no matter what we say, do not come. That's suspicious. He could have said, because robots are not allowed there. Or something, machines, whatever. Could have had something vague that's like, oh, this is a campground area where, like, machines are not allowed. That's the entire gimmick, and that could have been a confusion issue. But instead, it's just like, no, stay here. No follow.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
But we
want
wanna
to follow. What if there is a danger? There might be a danger. We need to come in case there is.
And then there's a danger because of the danger that they're not explaining.
But
yes.
but you know what? Boulder understands because Boulder knows all about father-son time because he read about it on a cereal box.
Yes. Chase read that fiber promotes excellent digestive health. He also read the cereal box.
I like that he specifies, I read that same cereal box.
Yes. Like, they just found the cereal box and they're all like, ooh, human stuff.
Human literature. Fascinating.
Yes. Very important, very useful.
So anyway, Chief and Cody, they take off.
Cody takes a lot of stuff, and I'm like, Cody's bag is my everyday carry.
And terrifyingly, this means Cade is in charge.
Yes. For some... Why him?
He is literally the worst possible person to put in charge.
Presumably, he has to be the oldest.
We'll find out.
This is the why Dad would pick him.
Yeah.
There is one other person who can be in charge who is equally terrible, who we'll find out is somehow in charge. But we will get there in a moment.
Well, this is true. The worst human to be in charge.
Yeah.
Like, Graham in charge, fine. Danny in charge, also fine. Honestly, Cody in charge, totally fine.
Cody is in charge a lot of the episodes.
Yeah, this is true.
Yes.
Cade, terrible idea.
No, yeah, he has to be the oldest for that to be a thing.
He's
at
the
all.
stupid Red Ranger. Look at his hair.
I guess that's fair.
Anyway, and so they take off, and they get to Griffin Crest. And it has an EMP generator there.
Does it say,
and it
effectively it works like an EMP generator. What do they actually call it? Call it something else. Magnetic.
I thought it was something very
resonance
similar to
something.
that.
like a pulse generator or something.
I forget the exact wording, but it's effectively an EMP that stops any electronic device in the area from working.
That they specifically put in as a safe zone for if any mechanical stuff
is
went
a great
crazy.
idea for this island, but it makes me question, why didn't they drive the killdozer there episodes ago when it was filled with nanites?
I mean, I guess they couldn't really steer it that far.
And also, I feel like this would have been the plan B for that. Like, if what they had done with the killdozer hadn't worked, then they would evacuate.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they suggested it as the place where the people go in case of a mechanical emergency. So,
So next time we have a day of the machines, we all evacuate here.
Yes. Next time that happens,
I mean,
like,
every couple
a
of
month
years
from
we have
now.
a day of the machines.
Yes. We have to evacuate everyone to this location. I don't know why it's secret.
Well, it's not that secret because there is a fence there, an extremely rickety-ass wooden fence.
Yes. I mean, I guess there's no reason you couldn't use a metal fence here. Come on. It's not a mechanism. It's just metal.
Yes, but of course it's also dangerous because it's also full of deadly geysers.
There's just the one.
Oh yes, what is
Deadly
it called again?
geyser.
Well, the one we see, they mention there's more, but we only get the...
Old Parker.
So, this is because of the volcano, right?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Well, the volcano has messed with the island. We had the undersea methane, and now we have this geysers, which seems unless this island is already volcanic, which would be really weird for Maine, but more likely, that
not a lot of
fake volcano did something.
haven't had a lot of volcanoes here these days, huh?
Now, I'm gonna say this is definitely a side effect of their man-made volcano, because now you have a man-made geyser.
I'm just wondering if they had a maximum overdrive incident on the island, and that's why they built this EMP zone in the first place.
I'm a little surprised that this isn't just like a graveyard for killer robots.
It should be.
I like the fact that by saying that this is where they evacuate the people to in a killer robot situation, they're just acknowledging that they will just turn the island over to killer robots. Just let it be an Isla Nublar of killer robots.
And it will truly be a planet of robots.
Yes.
just a bunch of Terminators stepping on skulls on Griffin Rock Beach.
Oh no, that's where it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely ends with Doc Greene doing the Miles Dyson from Terminator 2. Anyway, so every now and then, once a month, I guess, the chief has to go here, make sure the fence is fine, and just, make sure everything is in working order in case, again, Day of the Machines.
Yes. At which point, again, instead of luring the machines to this area that would shut them off, they just take the people there and abandon the island to the killer robots.
Yes. And speaking of machines, our favorite machines are busy trying to figure out how camping works. Chase is doing this by, of course, reading the Lad Pioneer's Handbook, the 1959 edition. Ooh. Which I assume is just full of, hilariously archaic advice, like how you can't camp with menstruating women or something.
Yeah, it's probably got, lots of just really, really misogynistic and just generally bad.
There are probably some problems in it, but as Chase says, rules do not come with an expiration date. Ooh, Slipknot.
Well, of course. I mean, there's two things Chase loves: rules and regulations, and new metal.
Oh, I thought he liked the man who can climb anything.
He can climb anything, David. He's the star of the movie. He didn't even get one of those, cool introductions like every other character.
Which, that movie isn't great, but there are moments in that are entertaining, but that should have been a gag. They should have introduced him as the most impressive one, and then had him immediately killed. No, we see him 30 seconds later, he's dead.
Yep.
It doesn't work as a gag.
And you cast a famous guy as Slipknot.
Yeah.
Well, like they did with
George Clooney or something.
X-Force in the Deadpool
exactly.
movie. Deadpool 2.
Maybe you're not getting Brad Pitt, but you get Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu is going to be the superhero movie, and it's going to be so entertaining someday. But no, someone maybe a little level below, at least a well-known character actor, something, anything.
Maybe a John Bernthal or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's pretty great.
He's the guy who played the Punisher.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, Chase is reading this book. Boulder is messing with camping gear, including, I assume, stuff that was built by Doc Greene, including a super bubble tent and a self-lighting campfire.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any of that stuff at REI, so I'm gonna say that this is some Doc Greene stuff, which means it probably doesn't come with a manual itself.
But the bubble tent does come with a manual.
Yes, it does.
That's later a plot point.
That's a good point.
Yeah. And of course this leads to disaster, but thankfully they put out the fire this causes before it burns down the entire thing.
Most of my camping gear has not come with a manual. It comes with maybe half a page of Xerox stuff saying don't strangle yourself with these ropes.
Well, they also have things back to the 1950s. Although presumably this isn't that old. But this also comes from a mad science island, so maybe somebody did create a manual for it.
Yes. I want that job to write user manuals for mad science stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, bears.
Yes!
Yes!
It's the Attack of Grizzly 2!
Say.
It's finally coming out! Starring George Clooney, Laura Dern, and Charlie Sheen.
First, they do... Actually, no, that's right. The bear happens first, and then they get away from the bear, and then Blades is a warrior. Anyway. Sorry. Yes, I have a lot to say about bear safety.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, you've been closer to them than I. Well, I haven't been in a while, but they haven't attacked the porch for food. Actually, I don't know if anybody's seen any bears here in a while. I'll have to ask around. I'll have to ask around when I can talk to people again.
My parents saw one like last week at their place, so fun.
So they hide behind a rock, and then they've got an anti-bear device designed by Doc Greene, which is a holographic projector of the Chief and Cody.
Yes.
Which leads the bear away.
Yes.
I guess that's probably more, I don't know if I want to say humane, because it's not like bear spray. Basically, there's this stuff you can buy called bear spray. That my parents do have some of just sitting by the door. That is basically specialized pepper spray.
Mm.
It comes in like, not quite like a spray paint can, but definitely bigger than a pepper, like those pepper spray cans you see in videos of cops pepper spraying protesters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big, like, professional size pepper spray can, but you spray that at bears, and they're like, we don't like this. It's not harmful. I would say it's probably weaker. I think it's weaker than normal pepper spray that you'd use on people, because you want to deter the bear, but you don't want it angry enough to actually lash out at you. So it's more mildly irritating. It's enough to make them basically just go away.
Without pissing them off and then making them blind and angry?
Yes. But I don't know how well holograms would work on bears, because there's probably a certain amount of smell.
About the holograms, they mention that Doc Greene had everyone come in and get scanned to become holograms. What did he mean by everyone? Did he mean everyone at the station or everyone on the island?
I assume everyone at the station.
I was going to assume everyone on the island. But
it could be either or. It's hard to tell here.
Look, when you're going into an area where you know there has been reported bear activity, it's usually a good idea to wear something called a bear bell. And basically, if you've seen like those big strips of like big jingle bells, like couple inch around jingle bells that you can like hang on a door for decoration. Mm-hmm. It's just like one of those, and it's just on like a little strap, and you can hook it to your backpack or belt or whatever, and it just makes noise, because if the bear sees you coming, it'll leave. The danger with bears is when you surprise them, is when you startle them.
You walk into their house.
Accidentally sneak up on the bear and startle it, and then you're in trouble. This bear is acting unusually hostile, is I guess what I'm saying, and safety precautions though would probably have been helpful. Also, maybe the holograms are more humane than bear spray, or maybe bear spray is just boring. Anyway, I have been too close to bears.
I mean, maybe this is not a regular bear, but a remnant of Doc Greene's experimental super bear project.
That is also entirely possible, because it does seem unusually, like, I don't think that's the kind of bear that would be in that area. Here in Virginia, we have black bears, which are not like grizzly bear sized. So this does seem like an unusually large and brown and hostile bear for that region of the country.
Let's see, Maine has black bears.
Ah.
Okay, so it's the same kind of bears that I've been around, which are, not something you actually want to mess with, but they are pretty much never this hostile.
Oh, apparently there has not been a fatal bear attack in Maine since 1830.
Yes. So this is definitely an unusually...
That's because of clever use of anti-bear holograms, obviously.
Yes, since 1830.
Oh yeah, we were attacked by a bear back in Dickety 2, but then we fired up the hologram. Sent that bear a packing, we did.
Also, the bears have to worry about, like, killer clowns, giant spiders, being run over by trains, werewolves, various
Yeah, but what if
aliens.
what if you buried that bear in a pet cemetery?
Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe that's what's up with this bear. I told you not to
How many pet
told you not
cemeteries
to bury that.
have there been? Now I want a new one.
I mean, I guess the thing with pet cemeteries, it's a friendly animal that then becomes unfriendly, whereas a bear is already a bear.
Yeah, it's like,
Yes.
what is the definition of buried in the pet cemetery we're working for? What if you're out hunting, you kill the bear, it happens to die on the pet cemetery, and you just, put a couple rocks on it, like, sorry bear, I can't drag you back to my truck to skin you.
Yeah.
You need a backhoe.
You
gotta get a backhoe.
There's no half-assing it at the pet cemetery.
This isn't bear season.
Gotta bury it deep down.
Yep.
Down where
Gotta
the
get
ground
the
went
backhoe.
sour,
Just the top level, that's not gonna do any good. It's gotta be completely encased in the dirt. Gotta get the backhoe.
Then again, I guess burying something that's already, mean and hostile in the pet cemetery is basically what happens in Pet Cemetery 2 when they bury Clancy Brown in there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big bear, man.
Anyway, so they successfully drive off this bear. Cody calls into the boss just to tell him, give him a little check-in. But unfortunately, he's only getting one bar, so it sounds like he is in terrible danger from a bear.
Yeah,
he does literally say that he's got one bar.
Yes.
But also he says he needs to check in with Blades because Blades is a warrior. And this is true. Blades worries. He's definitely momming all over this situation throughout this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but have you ever been on a phone with one bar and it comes out sounding like a bad walkie-talkie?
No, admittedly.
Well, that's what happens.
Well, yes.
It's very weird.
So indeed, the bots are extremely concerned. Well, 3/4 of the bots are very concerned, and Chase is all, no, we were given explicit orders to remain here. Those orders can only be countermanded by by Cade, and Cade is at the movies.
Yes. He's at a drive-in, which we discussed in a previous episode. Not in Griffin Rock specifically, but the concept in general.
And he's watching a movie with a very Robbie the Robot-esque robot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very much.
And he's also with his lady friend from the last episode.
Yes.
Haley. Who still does not have any lines and thus is not yet Danica McKellar.
Aww.
And he's also not answering his phone because, come on, you know why Cade's at a drive-in movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I was also going to say because it's rude to have your ringer on, but also, if you've been put in charge of an emergency unit for the night, maybe you should keep your ringer on.
Or at least have it on vibrate. It's attached to your lapel. You should feel it if you're paying attention. Which you should be, because you were put in charge of the emergency dispatch for the night. But also you shouldn't be in charge because you're Cade.
Yes. You have no idea what Huxley Prescott is going to jump off of tonight. Come on. You need to be paying attention.
Now, let's see. Huxley Prescott he's put himself in a shopping cart that's going down Griffin Rock Mountain. I see.
Yes.
Also, there's something here about a porta potty. Ugh. Anyway, so the bots roll out. They get to Canyon Road, which they've been instructed not to cross.
Yep.
And chase.
Absolutely not.
Which, well, the description of it's like, do not cross Canyon Road, as if you're going to cross one road on another. But it's just, the paved road turns into the dirt road, and that's... Unless we don't see the signage that the street name changes, which does happen somewhere out here when you live in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's different things, because technically I live on one road, but it's the continuation of another road, because the main road ends, and the road I'm on just sort of comes out of the woods and merges with the other road.
Yeah, where my parents are, it's like that.
Most of the road that I'm on is actually a seasonal road, except for the chunk that I'm on.
So the 3/4 of the bots go, and they are promptly knocked out by this EMP field.
Yep.
Also,
Well,
it
sorta
is
knocked
here
out.
where we find out that somehow, inexplicably, Heatwave is the leader.
Yeah, I mean, he has
Well-
always been the leader, which is insane, because he's Heatwave.
Well, which...
Yeah,
Well, the problem with like, the Burns family and like, Cade is not a good choice to be leader. But with the bots, like, it kind of makes sense that Heatwave would be the one you'd put in charge.
I mean, Chase, I guess, probably isn't free-thinking enough.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
your Ultra Magnus.
he
He's
would-
a second in command by default.
Right, and then Boulder is too mellow, and Blades is too much of a coward.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's
So,
Heatwave's
yeah.
fault.
Chase needs someone to tell him what the rules are.
Yes. But Chase is a very good second in command.
Yes.
Yes.
And he is at his Ultra Magnusiest in this episode.
Yes, it's cute.
Yes.
So yeah, they all get knocked out by the EMP. It also happens that they are also parked right on top of this geyser, which goes off every 45 minutes.
Of course. You set it up, you have to pay it off. But they're knocked out, they can't move, but they can still talk? But they can't, well, the radio doesn't work because of the EMP, whatever thing, their range
Yes.
is dead, and it kills phone, but they can still talk to each other, so they're still sentient, and they can hear each other, so something is still working, but it's like their mind is there, and they have their little monitor inside their vehicle mode, but their vehicle mode is useless. It's like
Yes, it's
turned into a coffin they're trapped in.
yikes.
Poor Blades just crashed upside down on top of Boulder. Or on top of Heatwave, which I guess...
So now it is.
No, it was on top
it's
of
on
Boulder,
Yes,
because Heatwave's
Right on the geyser.
roof is clear for later use.
Yes. So yeah, it is now Chase's time to shine, but he is constrained by the rules and regulations.
Yes, he is hindered. He is being held back by his need
Like
to follow the rules to the letter.
if this got only slightly more worse, you would explode like a computer that Captain Kirk just talked to death.
Yes, but he,
Yes.
like Mr. Spock, he says he doesn't lie, but he can lie
Well, he
by
can
bending the truth a lot and breaking small rules by knocking over a garbage can and causing litter.
Yes, because he calls into the emergency line, says that there is a that there is a code. What is it? It's like a code 1018. After he kicks over, and Danny looks it up, and it's like a littering or public disturbance,
Yeah. Which
and he needs the whole team.
Yes, he needs the whole team to respond to this littering or public disturbance.
And you can tell it's just killing him to kick over this garbage can.
Yeah. Yeah, right on the border there.
Please forgive me for what I must do.
And then they have to use Cade's old photo shoot truck again.
That's
'Cause
right.
apparently nobody else has a vehicle.
I mean, yeah. Which is funny. You'd think they would at least have, like,
A family
A little-
car or something.
Camry or something lying around.
Beat up old
Yeah.
van.
And meanwhile, things are getting even worse for Heatwave because there is a sandwich inside of Heatwave, and the bear wants it.
Yummy, delicious
Yes.
sandwich.
It's very important to keep all your food enclosed in a bear-proof container, which apparently he is not a bear-proof container.
Must have left like a window just cracked open, or that's a particularly pungent sandwich.
Which, yeah, like, they're watertight. As we have seen last episode. Or was it? Yeah, that was last episode.
Yeah, maybe the window was rolled down like just a bit.
But who was going to roll down the window other than Heatwave himself in this situation?
Cade?
Yeah, Cade just had it rolled down a little last time he was in him, and then he just forgot to roll it back up.
He just left it cracked.
So
it
he
was
just
hot.
left it down in between multiple transformations?
I mean, he somehow that sandwich is still there, so yes.
Okay, sure.
And that sandwich still in one piece as opposed to like scattered all over his cabin.
Surprisingly, yeah. You'd think it'd at least bounce around when he transforms, but no.
I do not think that your average bear can actually slash a tire, though. Unless it's, like, super trying.
Or really thin, yeah.
So, especially not like a truck tire.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe a car, like a really basic car tire. But no, this is definitely some escaped super bear.
I think this just lends more support to my Doc Greene's Super Bear project.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
It's like in that movie Man's Best Friend, except it's a dog, or except it's a bear instead of a dog. That bear may also pee acid. Who knows?
Oh, well, Maine is really close to Canada. This could be an escaped result of the Weapon X program.
Oh. Well, they have now connected brute force to the Weapon X program.
Ooh.
Oh no, did they?
Yes, they have.
That, honestly, for like retcons in Marvel, that one makes sense.
And there's a bear on brute force.
Yes, there is. So, okay, I accept all of this as ultimately being a big reference to brute force.
Yes. So the Chief and Cody, they investigate, and then, of course, because the bots busted a hole in the fence, they are then re-attacked by this bear, and they have to run up a cliff.
It's very unusual bear behavior.
Yeah, it's oddly aggressive. I worry about that bear. And it's not like we see the traditional, it's a mother protecting her cubs nearby. No, this is just one bear who's really cranky.
That's a good point. Usually they go with the, like, mama bear protecting its cubs. But no, this is just a solitary bear who's just extremely aggressive. So yeah, I definitely vote for Escape Project, possibly from Weapon X and or Brute Force.
So the team gets there. They finally, Cade finally says, Chase, please come with us to Griffin Crest. And he's all, at last. Orders.
Finally. Finally.
Yeah, so they get there. Of course, obviously Chase can't go in there, but he thankfully has a trunk full of rope for some reason.
And a winch, yeah.
Why does he have so much rope?
This is Chase.
It's a lot of rope.
He's always prepared. That makes sense.
And also he was reading that Lad Pioneer's Handbook, so he's probably practicing his knots.
Yeah.
He's always prepared for extreme BDSM situations. It's a lot of rope.
I mean, that probably appeals to him. There's a lot of rules, a lot of being ordered around.
Yeah, this episode is a big learning experience for him. He's learning more about himself.
I'm just saying, he's
50
got
Shades of Blue.
It's like 2 big cartoon coils of rope. It's a lot of rope.
Yeah.
So they managed to get Boulder and Blades out of there, but Heatwave is still there. The geyser's about to blow, so Chase is going to have to. He's going to have to improvise.
I have some concern about them treating this geyser as a life or death situation for these space robots.
The writing in this episode is bumpy and ridiculous, and like they're treating it like, that geyser is going to boil them alive. They're robots. What's it going to do? Pop their tires?
Yeah, it can't get.
It's probably got like components in there that don't want to be boiled.
It'll blast off any paint on the underside of their fire engine. It doesn't, it seems like it would be a really bad day, but it doesn't seem like it would be a life-threatening injury of any kind to a giant transformer.
You maybe need like a line in there about how like it'll melt their circuit boards or something.
Something.
Yeah. It's a little, it just does, you would think you would need something hotter than,
I think the big worry would be, it's so much pressure, it's going to flip him over.
Yes.
Not that it's going to melt him.
But yes, so they have to hurry to get him out of there. They have to get him out of there.
So Chase heads in. He transforms to robot mode, jumps on top of Heatwave, is immediately knocked out by the EMP, and then is engulfed by the geyser.
No!
But then the geyser de-erupts, dissipates, and they're both inside this enormous ass bubble tent.
Yes. Okay, the geyser was to be so hot it could melt metal. How does this instantly inflated plastic tent survive?
Listen,
space age materials.
That's right, and he knew that it was resistant to high temperature because it's in the manual.
And they did set fire to it earlier, but
yes. So
yeah, they did have it on fire earlier, which I remembered at that point. I was like, oh, they did have a fire under it. Also, okay, so this tent doesn't seem very comfortable to sleep in.
No, because it's like an almost perfect sphere.
It's a sphere. It's not. You can't.
There's no flat surface.
I guess you could ball up at the bottom in a fetal position.
The best you could do is cave in the bottom, so it's two concave things, and then you're squished in the middle. What? How? It seems unless you're using it to sleep on the ocean, I don't see any useful purpose of having a ball tent.
Yes.
And that is pretty much the end of the episode. Chief says that he and Cody are okay. They're going to camp out here, and the rest of you can get out of here.
Oh, and then I think maybe it's Chase that says something as they're wrapping up. Oh no, it's even before that. The elderly Mr. Parker is a super hot guy. Zer.
Also, as they're pulling Heatwave and Chase out of there, there's just very, Prime music. It's just this very, Transformers Prime swell of pseudo Steve Jablonsky music.
Do they share?
It's very dramatic.
Do they share soundtrack writers?
I don't believe so, no.
It's Brian Tyler is the actual Prime series composer. I don't know about Rescue Bots.
Let me see if I can find out who did this.
Who did this?
Who has done this thing? At the very least, according to the wiki, it was not Brian Tyler.
Okay.
That's fair. I mean, referencing Steve Jablonsky is something that various people can do.
I'm just in the same way that Steve Jablonsky is a very Hans Zimmer-esque composer.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, I think Zimmer was his mentor.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I was about to ask.
Curious what he's done lately. He did the soundtrack. He did the score for Bloodshot.
Oh.
The last movie that a bunch of people saw.
Haha, everything's awful. Oh, do you think Cade was there watching Trolls World Tour?
Well,
does that have Robbie the Robot in it?
No, 2012. What even would have been out in 2012? Although drive-in theaters tend to get things.
I think 2012 didn't come out that came out in 2009.
Oh,
I love that movie so much, though. It's so good. And by good, I mean terrible. but also good.
He could have been seeing The Avengers, Skyfall, The Dark Knight Rises, the first of those Hobbit movies, The Hunger Games,
a Hobbit
Prometheus.
with a robot.
These all seem like good movies.
Hobot?
Hobot?
What would you call a robot hobbit?
I don't know.
Hobbot?
Hobbot, probably.
I mean, I like to think this is just an extremely weird print of Moonrise Kingdom. or Lincoln. Or Les Miserables.
407 Vorns ago. Bleep bloop.
Was that the Hugh Jackman one? Maybe Haley just wanted to see Hugh Jackman singing.
Hey, I saw it in the theater. Hugh Jackman, pretty good singer. Russell Crowe, pretty not good singer. There is a scene, though, where he jumps off a bridge, and there is some amazing Foley work as his spine explodes when he hits the water.
Oh, yeah.
It's like somebody breaking a big bunch of celery.
Yeah, he just splats in a weird way. Well, it's presumably a dummy. It's a good dummy, though? But it just sort of flops.
Well, it's not his pose, it's the noise.
Yeah.
It's like...
Well...
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is Rules and Regulations. It's an okay episode, not my favorite.
Yeah, except for the chase stuff, I kind of don't like the episode.
Good chase stuff, though.
But it's good for chase.
I did like Blades. I like just all of them just momming at everybody.
Yes.
It's very adorable.
And yeah, so now it is time for Tokusatsu Corner.
Yay! Oh wait, what is the episode title? This week on
You're like, what am I doing again?
QQ Sentai Go 5, we have the thief with Calamity. What is it? The thief with the Saima egg. I was looking at the wiki and they use a different name. It's a yellow episode.
Ligma?
It has to deal with him trying to catch, and like the first case he was on, he was a bike cop. His first case was like a grocery store thief, or no, it was like a 7-Eleven equivalent thief, and like he's his
they
rival.
do like 7-Eleven over there
Because or what's the other one? I'm blanking on the one I've been in there. Anyway, this thief kept getting away, so he was like the Zenigata to his Lupin the Third. but he's just this petty, annoying punk with blue hair. And somehow he gets mixed up in stealing the egg of a super strong demon Demos that the alien Saima family were going to hatch. And the thief steals it and then tries to ransom it back to the alien monsters for millions of yen. And the silliness that comes out of that. And the mooks of this series, the henchmen, the imps, the noise they make is sort of, it sounds kind of like they're saying chicky chicken. So they're going chicky chicken, chicky chicken in the backgrounds while they're going after the egg. The egg! Yay, it's a Jawa connection. Mandalorian. And the monster, they do make this episode, what is this called? Reward Beast Garaga. Looks kind of like a funky chicken. Like he's a monstrous leather-clad chicken monster who... This is pure comedy from beginning to end, this episode. Like, this show has gags quite often because it's Sentai, it's sort of mostly for kids. But this episode is just non-stop funny gags. Admittedly, some of them don't work. Like, the Rangers at the end, they're setting up a sting at the place where the aliens are going to trade the money. They don't actually have money. It's just a suitcase full of leaves for the egg. and they're all dressed up in cosplay. Like, one of them's a hippie with a guitar. One of them's a mom with a stroller. One's a businessman. And one of the guys has to dress up in drag. I think it's the Blue Ranger. But again, it's hard to tell them apart sometimes. It's just, they're all wearing wigs. And I think it's the Blue Ranger. Goes by so quick. But and cross-dressing, I've discovered, is apparently a long-running thing in Sentai. Sometimes, crossplay goes either way. But it's a thing, and that kind of doesn't work. Well, it's not played as a gag so much but it's there to be a gag, presumably. It happens a lot worse than that. Anyway, it's a fun episode because it's stupid. Because it's chasing after an egg and nonsense with the crook, and it's a fun, stupid little episode. I would kind of recommend this one. Like, if you're going to watch one episode, this is a good one to start. It's like, this is stupid. I like it. And one of the gags, I don't want to spoil everything, but like, the turkey monster chicken thing sends out the imps to go get the egg, go get eggs, collect eggs, and they raid a grocery store for eggs and bring them back. No, these are the wrong kind of eggs. It's pretty good. Stupid, but good.
Nice.
Okay. So we will be back next week with another exciting episode of Transformers Rescue Bots. But until then, you can find us all over the internet. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That is patreon.com/iaconunderground. And we are back to the gentle, comforting world of Kimono Friends, which is totally nice and happy and not terrifying at all. It got terrifying.
A little bit.
Stuff got serious.
Alright, so until next week when we find the Lost Bell, I'm Rob.
Okay. I'm Jen.
And I'm Stigma. Justice Ducks Assemble!
Okay.
I was like half a second late, but it's fine.
Okay.
I was re-reviewing my notes and jogging my own memory because, like I said, I watched the episode and then binged like 5 hours of DuckTales. Overnight shifts are hard.
Oh, and especially since if you have Disney Plus, you have to put them all in the right order yourself.
Yeah, so I had like a tab open that was just the tweet from one of the head writers with the correct order, so I kept having to sit up.
I mean, I guess it's appropriate because it means that you had to
lying on the
both
floor.
solve a mystery and rewrite history.
Yes.
Still got to finish the second half of that second season.
No, I did definitely get to the one with the secret berry formula.
Oh yes, that one.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
I've really got to get to the Darkwing Duck episode because I was a big Darkwing Duck mark as a boy.
Yes, I am looking forward to that.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm ready to start when everybody else is.
I'm apparently a little congested, but otherwise
Okay.
ready to go.
David?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
I'm okay.
there's no rush.
Everything's
We don't
fine.
have to.
No. Well, we do at some point.
Well, at some
although I don't have
point,
to
but I
edit
mean,
it
if you
and
know,
finish it,
I could go play Animal Crossing for the rest of the night. It's fine.
Anyway.
Oh, I want to play WoW and other things and watch crap. Anyway.
Get WoW running on this version of Linux.
Oh yeah, good luck with that.
It seems to be, like I said, this particular version is like, it's a little more like deluxe than a lot of the others, so it's sort of like, you know, takes up more space and runs a little slower, so you might not want to use it, but it seems to come with all the fiddly little driver files that you need to actually run video games. So, again, it's put together by a company that sells $2,000 laptops, so they kind of want it to work really well.
There are duck mermaids?
Wait, so
Weird.
well, they're also non-duck selkies. who are
Yes.
hilariously murderous.
Also,
Yeah, the murderous ponies.
No, the
that's
Kelpies.
one of the 2 episodes I've seen.
Well, actually, there was
Yes.
like a fish person on Darkwing Duck who I think was from Atlantis, who was like a scaly duck with fish parts.
that sounds.
Yeah, she
familiar.
was one of that pseudo Justice League they had.
Huh.
The Justice Ducks, which I think was Darkwing Duck, Gizmo Duck. There's that Doctor Strange lady, and there was the Murduck, and then there was that guy who was a dinosaur.
Just a dinosaur.
Well, I mean, he was like a guy who was he was a duck or something who was turned into a half duck, half stegosaurus.
That also sounds familiar.
Anyway, so shall we start up?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right.